Welcome to Mupdates, your monthly Medfield updates. I'm Audrey Ensor, and this is our December 2020 episode. It's a special edition of Mupdates that will cover the full year of 2020. In a year like no other, we want to highlight some of the good things that have come from it. I want to start off by saying happy one-year anniversary to Mupdates! It's been an honor to be able to put these monthly Medfield recaps together for our community. We've had so many wonderful guests that have participated in the show, so thank you to them and thank you for tuning in. Medfield TV adapted in many ways due to the pandemic. We started new shows, found new ways to continue old shows, figured out how to air remote meetings, hosted virtual events, hosted drive-thru events, and helped multiple organizations in our community continue to operate in new ways through video during these socially distant times. We started multiple new shows this year. To start off, the Paige Doodle Club has been a popular new series on our station. We aired daily episodes of Paige teaching his audience how to draw starting in March, all the way through the beginning of May. And then we switched to weekly episodes and are still continuing to air a new episode every Monday at 2 p.m.
Hi, welcome to another episode of the Paige Doodle Club. I'm your host, you guessed it, Paige. Grab your drawing supplies, don't be afraid to make mistakes, and let's get right to it. This is another great technique lesson. There's a little bit of kicking the pencil out and various ways of holding the pencil to get desired results. So anytime you're going to tackle a long project, it's good to do a 10 or 15-minute version of it first and figure out where you're likely to make mistakes. You'll be amazed how quickly you can improve if you start practicing. You'll be like, oh my gosh, look at my drawing, I'm improving so much. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to tune in next time for another episode of the Paige Doodle Club.
You can view any episode of the Paige Doodle Club on our watch page, medfield.tv/watch, or on our YouTube channel, Medfield TV. Another Medfield TV original show that started during quarantine is What the Youth, hosted by our assistant production coordinators, Linnea Whiting and Maddie Kermey. This show is fully produced and edited by them, and they have released 7 episodes so far. Here's a short preview of the show.
Hey everybody, it's Linnea
and Maddie, and welcome back to What the Youth.
We decided that we would help out an upcoming freshman and let them know some tips and tricks for the high school. Obviously, you wouldn't wear these to gym, of course, because as you can see, they have bows on them and they're open-toed. Now, these are the gym shoes that I found. Yes. These are closed-toed. Recently, I was browsing the internet and I came across some really fun quizzes that I thought we should take.
Which hand emoji best describes your abilities in the kitchen?
In the kitchen?
The thumbs up.
I'm gonna do the praying one. What type of oil do you prefer? Olive oil, butter? Butter is not. Is butter oil?
Have you ever been to a milk party?
What? Never heard of this type of bread. I am shallow.
We're gonna be doing Bean Boozle. Do you like spicy food?
No. I know I'm gonna regret saying this, but I don't see how a jelly bean can be spicy. It hurts. I didn't. Oh my God, I don't want to eat it, Maddie. I don't want to eat it.
In, out.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I'm Linnea.
I'm Maddie, and thank you for watching today's episode of What the Youth.
Full episodes of What the Youth are available on our watch page, medfield.tv/watch, or on our YouTube channel, Medfield TV. The Mental Health Monday Project was also established this year in May, which is Mental Health Awareness Month. This program is brought to you by Medfield TV and the Medfield Coalition for Suicide Prevention, a Medfield Foundation initiative as administered by Medfield Outreach to alleviate stress and promote mental health awareness. It has highlighted guests including musicians, artists, and even organizations like the Medfield Public Library. Since this show was started in the midst of a global pandemic, all the footage included was filmed by the guests on each episode and sent in to Medfield TV to edit. I want to thank Johnny Dalton of Kung Pao Recording and Mastering for being involved in editing the audio for many of the musical episodes of this production. The following is a preview of the Mental Health Monday Project. Please enjoy.
Hi, I'm Zoe Pollard.
Hey everyone, I'm Mike Paige from the Mike Paige Doodle Club.
This is Jason Ebbs.
My name is Dave Pucci.
My name is Jerry Potts.
My name is Pam Gardner.
My name is Erica Cody.
Hi, I'm Bree.
I am Bernadette Foley.
I'm Shelley Cassidy.
We are the Kramer sisters.
We are so excited to be on this week's Mental Health Monday project.
Put in your bed, your heart was open, so I'll give you the world, but I'm not the Lizard King. I can't do everything. Am I irrelevant or am I just dying? You gotta let me know. Hey man, it's time to go. I'll see you later or whatever. I don't know.
And I can't remember last time I felt this way. I can feel the warm embrace of your gaze, and I love the way you said my name.
Why can't I seem to write the perfect ending to the script that's a star in me? I got my dreams, yeah, and that may be enough. I got my dreams. I'm pretty sure that that's enough.
All the Mental Health Monday Project episodes are available on our watch page, medfield.tv/watch, or on our YouTube channel, Medfield TV. Every Monday on our public channel, Comcast 8 and Verizon 47 is dedicated fully to various Mental Health Monday programming. Medfield TV leveled up in our equipment this year. In March, we installed a new playback system that brought Medfield TV new capabilities to help us achieve all that we have this year. Here's Brett Poirier, our Executive Director, to talk a little more about that system.
I always say you're not judged by how you are when things go right, you're judged by how you are when things go wrong. And boy, did 2020 go wrong. But Medfield stepped up in a lot of ways, and we were so proud to be a part of this community as it stepped up again and again. Before I talk about any hardware Medfield TV installed, it is important to note that the biggest contributing factor in our ability is first and foremost this talented and driven staff. I am lucky to have such a great group working here at Medfield TV. This staff is so vital to our success, including Mike Egan, who we can always count on to come in and assist on productions. Assistant production coordinators Linnea Whiting and Maddie Kermy, sports coordinator Eric Giselle, office manager Janine Vustastos, production coordinator Amanda Timmons, and of course our chief editor Audrey Enzer. If you've enjoyed any productions or improvements this year, look no further than this group of talented individuals. So from the director to my staff, thank you so much. I'm so proud of the work that we've done. With that being said, Medfield TV made some huge improvements in hardware this year, and a lot of credit is deserved to go to our board of directors who helped guide our ship. President David Maxon, Clerk Mike Pastore, Treasurer Rika Athanasiadis, Bill Gallagher, and Nick Connor. This group has provided clear guidance on how Medfield TV can grow, and it sure did. Without this group at the helm, Medfield TV wouldn't have the funding to make these purchases. This group works tirelessly to come up with strategies to help grow our abilities in-house. Their volunteering helps drive Medfield TV and helps us not just survive in difficult times, but thrive. The hardware that Medfield TV purchased was a new playback system, which was installed on March 4th, just 6 days before the Safer at Home call from the state. If you're watching this program, whether it be on our cable channels or our HD channel online, you can thank the Telview Hypercaster. This is the most important piece of equipment at Medfield TV and is what sends our signal in and out of our station to your home. This system has allowed us to not only improve the playback, but increase our capabilities as well. Our live streaming, for instance, has grown and at the perfect time. Church, for example, was a dire need in this community, and I was happy to work with St. Edward's Church to stream their masses every Sunday at 10 a.m. and we would repeat it again at noon, and every weekday, Monday to Friday at 9 a.m. I installed a camera in their media room and a 300-foot SDI cable throughout their ceiling that reached to our IP encoder called a Videon box, which sends that signal back to the Hypercaster. Our playback system has a built-in encoder, which can receive multiple types of signals, including an IP like the one from our Videon box, an RTMP feed, which is a signal from your Zoom meetings that gets sent out, and amazingly YouTube and Facebook live streams from their URLs, which has been used to bring you live selectmen and school committee meetings. This opens up our abilities to stream almost anything going on in town as long as we have internet, which we have done a lot of. We also have a better schedule, better bulletin boards to help facilitate information like traffic, weather, and upcoming events. And it even gives us the ability to syndicate shows, which is why the Mike Paige Doodle Club can be seen across the country. Essentially, with one purchase and a few installations, Medfield TV's influence has grown an incredible amount, thanks in part to a new playback system. But that is nothing compared to the effort of what really makes Medfield TV thrive, and that's the people. I look forward to next year, where we will continue to contribute to this community. So thank you, and Happy New Year.
A big adjustment Medfield TV had to make this year was switching up how we made our content. In order to abide by guidelines and stay safe, we found multiple creative solutions to continue our programming. First off, we couldn't host normal interviews in the studio due to social distancing restrictions, so we filmed interviews through Zoom for shows like Meet the Candidates, What's on the Ballot, and A Discussion With.
We are here again for another Meet the Candidate special, and I am sitting with Jake Auchincloss. Jake, thank you so much for joining us today.
Brett, it's a pleasure to be on. Thanks for having me.
Another way we continued to create content was through video submissions from the public. The Rolling Rally and PorchFest videos were created through asking the public to submit videos and photos through Dropbox. Medfield TV then edited together the recap videos for each event. As the staff member who edited both of those videos, let me tell you, it took an insane amount of time to sift through all of the submissions provided. Although it made the editing process a lot longer, having the public participate was such a great way to get everyone involved, and we appreciate everyone who took the time to help us out by submitting their content to us. The Rolling Rally and PorchFest videos are available on our watch page, medfield.tv/watch, or on our YouTube channel, Medfield TV. We also did multiple other productions by having people record and send in their own videos for us to edit. Productions such as the Mental Health Monday Project, the Lowell Mason House Holiday Concert, as well as the Mascot videos, More Than a Mascot and Beyond the Mascot, were all created in this manner. The Mascot videos are two productions I had the pleasure of editing this year. More Than a Mascot is a short promo, and Beyond the Mascot is a longer form video. Both pertain to the use of the warrior mascot in Medfield and call for change. The promo video was played during the school committee public forum on the mascot. It was a pleasure to work with the group of Medfield residents that asked Medfield TV to help put these videos together. They are both available on our watch page, medfield.tv/watch, or on our YouTube channel, Medfield TV.
Let's give our children a mascot they will wear with pride always.
When you change the mascot, you're still going to be proud of your school. You're still going to be proud of your families and your traditions and your excellence in athletics and all of that. You're going to have a new mascot that you can actually feel good about, that reflects who you are.
I'm hoping that our students, past and present, will come up with a new design that honors the spirit of Medfield, that makes it such a special place.
I would be remiss not to mention the social unrest this year in our country. The Black Lives Matter movement has garnered more attention and support than ever. There was a solidarity gathering in Medfield. The decision to no longer use the warrior logo was made by the school committee, and an inclusive and anti-oppressive organization called Medfield Together was formed. Working with Medfield Together has been a highlight for me this year at Medfield TV. Helping this group with a few videos and being able to promote their mission and initiatives has been an honor. Here's an interview with Medfield Together.
Hi, I'm Julie Mavilia, and I am on the steering committee of Medfield Together.
And I am Lisa Chin, and I am also on the steering committee of Medfield Together.
Medfield Together is a social justice organization. We recognize that there are systems of inequality all over this country, and as difficult as it is to admit, they are also baked into Medfield as well. And we want to create an inclusive and an anti-oppressive community where everyone, regardless of your race, your religion, your gender identity, your sexual orientation, your socioeconomic status, your ability, your national origin, or your age, that you feel welcome and a valued member of this community. And so our formal mission is to educate, empower, and partner with our local community to identify and dismantle systems of inequity in Medfield.
And our organization is really about change and not just about learning. And as we were creating this organization with a number of other members, we were trying to distill what we would actually be doing. And we came up with a framework with 3 parts to it: listen, learn, and act. And listening is a really core component of our framework and something we're really mindful of, because most of our steering committee and our membership don't fully identify with a number of marginalized communities. And it's really important for us to understand the actual experiences of those who are marginalized. And so listening involves actually using your ears and finding those voices that are out there that are telling us what is going on. So it's learning from those people as well. And that includes those in our community. It also includes other organizations who have done this in the past, and then just learning from others who are putting themselves out there, who are part of marginalized communities, who may not be in Medfield, but within Massachusetts or even around the world. There are very similar experiences across those voices, and it's just learning from those people as well. So it's really looking at the whole spectrum and then exploring the various possibilities of how we could bring those ideas back into town and really make a difference, and into our 3rd pillar of our framework, which is act, and really taking action. Acting means taking action. It doesn't mean it has to be really big action. It means you're just doing something. You're doing something to try to further those voices that need furthering. It could be reading a book to your child. It could be contributing a book to one of our little inclusive libraries. It could be reading an article and sharing it with your family. It could be having conversations with your neighbor. It could be really, really small. And those are the little changes that really build a snowball. I mean, change starts with one person, and with our group, we really believe it starts with ourselves. Within our group, we're focusing both on what we can do within the community, but then also we have a special focus on where in that, in the realm of education in Medfield Public Schools can we make change?
What are the narratives we're giving to our children? We wanted to partner with schools to find out how can we help in that process of looking at curricula with a critical lens. There's also the Medfield Educators for Racial Justice, or MERGE group, and they've been amazing and wonderful. And so oftentimes we are meeting with them to talk about how to make equity a priority in the Medfield public school systems. So one of the initiatives that we've done is these little inclusive libraries, which was inspired by Sarah Kamia's work in Arlington. She had started these diverse libraries, and it sort of has spread all over, and it's wonderful. So we have our own version of that in Medfield, and we've curated a book list of things for, all the way from board books for little kids to, young adults, either fiction or also, adult books on talking about race, and wanting to make sure that we are not putting our own lens on this, but we are allowing a marginalized community to speak for themselves. And so we have one up at the FAF Center, and we have one planned for somewhere in central downtown. We're still figuring out the place. There's going to be one at the center on Icehouse Road, and there's also going to be one at Medfield State Hospital. So if you get up there and you're walking around, you'll find our little library there. And we encourage you to please take the book, to read it, to continue the conversations at home with your kids, with your family members, and then whenever you're done with it, to put it back in one of our little inclusive libraries, so then the conversation can continue.
We have a membership that's over 100 members large. So if you are interested, please, you can go to the website, you can learn a little bit more about us. You can also, there's a contact form on the website if you had any questions. There is also a section that if you're interested in becoming a member, so there's a form that you can fill out. You can kind of go through the process. It'll lead you through the chain. And so you'll automatically be included in our email list. And then if you want to be part of our Facebook group, there'll also be a link for that as well. And then if you want to kind of stay up to date on what's happening, we have an Instagram account at Medfield Together. And we also have a newsletter through that we send periodically through that email list as well.
For the future, I think we are open to see where this goes. I think we want to find more opportunities to listen and to learn and to act. It would be wonderful to have more interviews with BIPOC authors, or, you know, possibly some interviews with Indigenous educators. I know we want to do a lot of collaborating with the PTO and the MCPE, school site councils, and the school committee, really to talk about maybe bringing in a speaker series for students and for parents, you know, and really wanting to make sure that equity remains a priority. I think one of the best things about this being a community grassroots social justice organization is that if anyone in the community has ideas or really wants to see something go in a certain direction, or, you know, really wants to bring something to our attention, we are all ears. We want to hear from you. It's not about us on the steering committee, right? Our voices are not the ones that we want to amplify. We want to hear from our community. We want to hear from others and be able to really uplift marginalized members of our community.
The full interview is available on our watch page, medfield.tv/watch, or on our YouTube channel, Medfield TV. You can also listen to this and other interviews and meetings on the Medfield TV podcast at medfield.tv/listen, or on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Yet another way we have produced content this year is by hosting a fully virtual event. This year's St. Baldrick's Day at Medfield TV was a live broadcast with Zoom interviews, pre-recorded packages, and Brett getting his head shaved by me in the middle of the event. The St. Baldrick's Foundation is a not-for-profit organization with the aim of raising funds to help find cures for children with cancer. Medfield TV's virtual St. Baldrick's Day event has raised almost $11,000.
This virtual world, we are trying to reach across the country. We actually have an interview set up in California. We have people set up all across the state, all across the East Coast. We have people in Pennsylvania. There are so many people that have reached into this St. Baldrick's Day in order to shave their lovely locks for children's cancer. We're so excited for it. So thank you so much for joining us.
The full St. Baldrick's Day virtual event is available on our watch page, medfield.tv/watch, or on our YouTube channel, Medfield TV. Medfield TV has hosted a couple of drive-thru events this year. We were so excited to be able to offer these experiences to our community during this time. First, we held the Haunted Drive-Thru on October 30th in collaboration with the Medfield Public Library. We held the Haunted Drive-Thru at the Medfield State Hospital and invited the community to our spooky setup full of volunteers and staff who helped put it all together. The event brought in about 1,200 cars, and the first 500 received a Mike Paige Doodle Club coloring book. We were astounded by the turnout and the traffic we caused in town. Both our staff and volunteers had a great time putting on this event for the community, and we're looking forward to making the necessary improvements for it to be bigger and better next year. Medfield TV and the Cultural Alliance of Medfield teamed up to bring the Winter Lights display to life. The roughly 3/4-mile-long track extended through the heart of the Medfield State Hospital. This whole idea was conceived and executed within just 6 weeks, from planning the route, promoting the event, purchasing the supplies, powering the entire state hospital, and putting together the entire event. With volunteers and local businesses applying enormous effort to bring the community together, we helped bring an inclusive and festive display to town. Our custom radio station also helped local musicians spread holiday cheer through a broadcast thanks to Medfield TV President David Maxson and myself. The Medfield State Hospital was packed with lights put up by the tenacious efforts of Riley Tree and Landscaping over the course of 4 days. Those lights were handmade by volunteers who spent many nights turning in each bulb. In front of the buildings, local companies and organizations supplied their own decorations and put together awe-inspiring displays that made for an unforgettable community event. In the end, Medfield TV and CAM joined together to put on the Winter Lights display, and we look forward to continuing as the years go on. Medfield TV has worked with many organizations in town this year to cover their events virtually or to help them create their own video content. We helped produce 2 films with the Medfield High School Theater Society this year. Since they couldn't do any live performances, they'll be creating Mary Rose and the Telltale Heart as films instead. The full productions will be released by the end of the school year, but for now, here's a preview of Mary Rose, directed by Andrea McCoy.
There is nothing particularly splendid about Mary Rose. She is merely a lovely flower, far less fitted than others to play a tragic role. In the after years, in the brief space before they forget her, they will probably say, because of what happened, that there was always something a little odd about Mary Rose. I expect you'll want to hear more now. Yes, everyone does. The trouble is finding where to begin. We might as well start with the end. It's as good a place as any, I suppose.
Our largest production of the year was the Cultural Alliance of Medfield's Holiday Stroll and the Memo Tree Lighting live broadcast. This was hosted by Brett Poirier, Executive Director of Medfield TV, and Jean Minio, President of CAM, on December 4th. The broadcast includes a behind-the-scenes look at 12 local artists and their work, musical performances, and ends with a live tree lighting at Baxter Park with Memo. We spent months working on the pre-recorded videos that were included. Amanda Timmons, our production coordinator, and I started filming and editing artist interviews in August, and our assistant production coordinator, Maddie Kermy, worked on editing some of the musical performances. This was truly a team effort to pull together the broadcast. We had Amanda and Mike Geegan at Baxter Park all night waiting to go live with Memo. We had Brett and Jean in studio doing a great job hosting, and I was behind the scenes directing the broadcast and making sure things were running smoothly. It was an amazing night and truly the greatest broadcast Medfield TV has ever put on. Here's a preview of the event.
Hello and welcome to the Medfield TV presenting the CAM Holiday Stroll and the Memo Christmas tree lighting up at Baxter Park. We have so many musical performances tonight. We got a chance to go into all the different artists, their studios, and talk to them about their craft.
I love starting with a client who just has the beginning of an idea and helping that idea come to a design and the design come to a piece that ultimately brings somebody a lot of happiness.
I feel like work is really finished when it can be shared with others, and the process continues with their feedback.
If a product changes hands, it's a wonderful thing. It's a culmination, but it's a lot more about friendships and conversations than the final sale.
Anytime somebody else looks at my art and says, oh, this is cool, we've made this connection, you know, from my heart to your heart.
The connection to the artist from my heart to their heart, like that's what makes me so happy when artists and audiences are together. So that was really special.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, light them up!
What I find special about the Holiday Stroll and Medfield is the community and how they all come together. I think it's just so amazing.
The atmosphere is fun, the people are out there to support the artisans, to have a good time.
We're on to something, Brett. I hate to say it. I think we could do this as an add-on or some other aspect.
We
because
certainly
I think
could.
It's really impressive what your team has put together here tonight.
While we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago.
The ways that people are adapting and changing what they're used to in order to overcome this pandemic that we're going through, I think it's amazing to see the ingenuity that people are having.
Hi Medfield! Thank you so much to Medfield TV, the Cultural Alliance, Noon Hill Grill, everybody in Medfield just working together so we can get this going. It's so, so wonderful.
All of you viewers who have stuck by us and stuck with us and supported us all this time, thank you so much for everything you've done for Medfield TV. You've always supported us, and we get to do things like this because of your support, so thank you so much.
The full broadcast is available on our watch page, medfield.tv/watch, or on our YouTube channel, Medfield TV. To stay up to date with all things Medfield, be sure to like Medfield TV on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and Instagram @Medfield TV. Watch full episodes of all of our shows on our website, medfield.tv/watch, or on our YouTube page, Medfield TV. Listen to meetings, interviews, and our original podcasts at medfield.tv/listen, as well as on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Lastly, don't forget to tune into our cable stations, channels 8, 12, and 22 on Comcast, and channels 36, 45, and 47 on Verizon. That's it for the December 2020 episode. Hope you enjoyed this recap of Medfield TV's year. See you next month for another episode of Mupdates, your monthly Medfield updates.